Hey out there, happy Monday. Check it out, my shirt kind of blends into the wall like, hey, can't see me. So listen, last week, I think it was Wednesday, I took you for a tour of a house in Keansburg. Just came on the market. I got right over there because I'm a realtor. I got to go inside, kind of like I'm a lawyer. It piqued my interest, but I wasn't like in love with it. Then I looked at other houses that were out on the market and I thought about where we're at because I don't know if you know this, but we're in a seller's market. It piqued my interest a little bit more. I went back over there on Thursday, ran some numbers to make sure I was looking at things correctly. The listing agent, who I know, which was helpful in the situation, told me best and final by Friday, which means Friday at noon they were going to make a decision. Just before noon came along, I heard that I was the highest offer, but it was no guarantee. And then just after noon, I heard, hey Harry, good news, you got it, you got the deal. I hope when I make a video that my gratitude comes through because I am so grateful. Property number 10 in 3 years since I quit my W-2 job. I can't even tell you how excited I am and how grateful I am. This came with so many people helping me along the way. I'm gonna call this house the Tree House because it's on Maple. Get it? Tree House Maple. I don't know if I would have made a video a couple years ago saying I got a house until it was like out of attorney review and a bunch of the other legwork was done. But I feel pretty confident about this house. I did some of the legwork. I went down to the township. I know the listing agent. And now with house number 10, I'm not saying I'm all that, but I'm familiar with how the process works. I'm gonna tell you how I got it in 1 second. But from previous videos and you guys already knowing from looking at the news and stuff, this is a seller's market. So I want to compare this house that I'm getting to one that I got that had very similar numbers a couple years ago. We're going to call it the Clark House. The ARV was very similar, somewhere around 300,000. That's what I'm going to say the Tree House is worth, just around 300, maybe a little bit less. So comparatively speaking, I bought a house with an ARV after repair value of 300,000 about 2 years ago. I bought it in Union Beach and I bought it for $109,000. The Tree House is costing $153,000. That's quite a bit more than what I spent for the other one 2 years ago. Now, hey Harry, why are you doing that? Why are you going outside like your comfort zone? Well, what do they say? When in Rome? I wanted to give you those numbers just to say, like, I've been looking for houses, and if I didn't act on this one, I don't know when the next one would come up. I'm jumping on this one. It's a good deal, and I'm not looking backwards. Here's how it came about. The offer that I put in, again, I'm not patting myself so hard in the back that I'm breaking my arm, but I put in pretty strong offers. I put in no contingencies as far as with inspections or appraisals and things like that. Now, little known fact, you still can get out of the contract because I still have something in there for inspections for myself, for my peace of mind. But I'm not a nitpicking person, it's not like I'm buying this house thinking I'm gonna be able to move into it and then I find that I need a new furnace at the house and after inspecting it, I'm gonna back out. That's not the case. If I find out that the town, after I already met with them, said, hey, that house has to come down completely, I'm probably gonna back out of it. But other than that, you know what I mean. So I put a strong offer in. It's considered cash, no contingencies, with a quick closing date, and I think I make the seller feel more comfortable with that. I also do a letter. So every time I put an offer in, as long as it's an actual seller on the other side and not like a banker or an attorney or something like that, I put a letter along with the offer. It's kind of outlining or, it's telling people how I operate as far as with business. I've been on both sides of the transaction as a seller. I know the stress that's involved. I'm going to do everything I can in order to make it easy on you, things like that. And sometimes I embellish the truth a little bit. Like in this particular one, I said that my son and future my stepson and future daughter-in-law may be moving into the house. I don't think that that's true necessarily. It could be true, but I want to put a little personal touch on there. But more importantly, it says, I've done this many times over the past couple of years. I'm going to be able to close fast. It's a cash transaction. I'm not going to give you any headaches, yada, yada, yada. I really think a letter puts a personal connection in there. So whether you're buying a house to go live in or an investment property, I really think it's important. The next thing is follow-up. Now, in this case, the first time I followed up was 24 hours after I put the offer in. I reached out to the realtor, my friend, and her mentor, and I just kind of, like, not pressuring them, but saying, hey, listen, I don't like to have that many offers out there at one time. When do you think the seller's going to make a decision? I like to do that because I like to get an answer fast. But besides that, I don't want my offer to be out there and then the seller be able to use my offer against other offers that come in. A matter of fact, I heard that another investor put an offer in with an escalation clause in there. An escalation clause is where they say, listen, whatever your highest offer is, I'm going to go above, in this case, by $2,000. Now, it's a little shady in my opinion because the listing agent does not have to show what their highest offer is. So as an investor, I doubt I would ever use that. I might say that verbally to somebody, but then I'm going to ask them for the highest offer to make sure that it's legit. In this guy's particular case, or woman, I'm not sure, I think they had some kind of a 30-day contingency in there in order to inspect the property. 30 days in this market? That's crazy. Anyway, I won. Number 4. I got help from friends. The listing agent, and I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. The listing agent was definitely influential. Not influential where she hid any of the pertinent facts or anything else like that. But I think she was able to talk to the seller and say, I know Harry. He is a man of his word. The problem is now I got to come through. I'm going to come through. That was a joke. So the attorney review usually takes about 3 days. I don't know why it has to take 3 days. Matter of fact, I don't know exactly what they do behind the scenes. However, I love my attorneys, so no disrespect, Charlie and Amon. I love you guys, all right? So next time I make a video about this, hopefully it'll be out of attorney review, and I'll be doing some more legwork. I'll go out there, I'll get underneath the house this time, I'll run some more numbers, and I'll be able to share some more stuff with you guys. I want to tell you guys a quick update on the Hazlitt Cottage. So it's under contract, it's out of attorney review. This morning I emailed the attorneys and I said, hey listen, let's get the deposit money as soon as possible. I'd really like the buyer to have some skin in the game. So if I get any further updates, I'll let you guys know on that. Till next time.